The Beat 139. Featuring Doc, Don Vito, and Keith Cash. Harlem's number one show.
What up, y'all? Second interview.
What's good?
We told y'all a couple minutes later, we got another big interview going on. You know, see my brother right here, he from Harlem, so we about to switch the lane up a little bit.
Big Harlem.
Big Harlem.
Hello.
Super big Harlem. You know, we got to rep New York. We just came from down in Florida, Tampa. We back up top. You know, we're going to start it off. I'm Don Vito, voice for the peoples.
Doc of Shake the Block. Y'all know what it is. We got today, brother, doing his thing out in Harlem. We doing something different. Y'all know we always highlight Harlem, man. Nobody put on Harlem like us. I got to say it, man.
East Side, baby.
East Side,
the
Harlem.
Biggies.
Yeah, the Biggies.
Come on, man. We doing everything in the big
Speak
way.
your fit.
Yeah.
You got to speak your fit. It's in the building.
Yeah.
Got to speak your fit in the building. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing great. No, first I want to give a shout out to y'all.
Appreciate you.
The two flyers, big bro. So see the difference real quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
The difference between other places, right, in the world, and no disrespect to anyone, but I gotta be real, is look how my big brothers look.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it,
See what
man.
I'm saying?
Talk
Look
about
how
it,
y'all
man.
look. You know, y'all always keep yourselves together.
Yeah.
Y'all consistent.
Correct.
You know, so I
7
respect
years
what y'all
strong.
doing, man. Yeah.
We got almost 700 interviews.
Wow.
700, bro.
Praise God.
No commercial break. It's a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of work, man.
He sat there.
I want
He
some
seen
gunshot shit tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah, real talk, man.
He sat there. He see the work we put in. He's the sort of first interview.
Like if you go, I tell people all the time, right? There ain't no bragging thing like that, but like, yo, if you want to really know about this show here and the work that's been done, just go on to YouTube. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to him. Go on to YouTube and go to the bottom. You're gonna be pushing it for a minute.
or Instagram.
But more to YouTube, because our Instagram page got hacked. So a lot of stuff that we did, I have, but it's not on there.
Okay.
You understand? But YouTube, if you go to YouTube, it's 10. We did a lot of work, man.
And y'all didn't just start. Y'all
Nah.
got this YouTube game on lock for years.
Long
This
time,
is coming
man.
from me,
Come
Mr.
on, man.
Speaker.
Speak your fit. Tap in.
100%, man. Like when we came out, it wasn't that many podcast shows, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of people derived later and just kept coming, But we jumped in kind of when it really started getting a little bit popular, and we just kept going with it. We ain't know where it's gonna go.
Right.
But we just kept going, man.
Yeah,
Me and this dude running around, man, doing kind of shit. And not just here, do it in the streets.
Right.
See, a lot of dudes is just on here. A lot of dudes is gossipers. Like they talk about topics.
Right.
We have people come in, man.
For sure.
And they coming in from all over, not just from Harlem, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work, man. We don't get the credit that we do. Cause I don't know, maybe I know it's a passion we got, but I don't know, we got the same drive, man. Like we just kept doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna give y'all flowers today.
Appreciate you, bro.
Every September, I see y'all brothers in the parade, the Harlem parade.
Okay, yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. So, and this is coming from me again. You know?
Yeah, the parade, man.
Every
you
year
watching, man. You watching.
I'm watching.
Yeah, every year we at that parade, man. We on the board of the parade. Yeah, we show love. Yeah.
We got the passes, the press passes and stuff. So that means we able to interview as well as walk with the higher officials like the mayors and the governors and city council and a lot of stuff.
Right, for
and
sure.
The police they don't come. They see once we see that, they good money. You know what I'm saying? But yo, enough about us, man. Let's talk about you, man.
Thank you.
You know, Doc said, yeah, I got a good one for the show. I looked it up. because I do all the marketing. I put it up.
Okay.
I said, yeah, we about to rock out. So, man, just tell everybody where you from and how you grew up, man. You know, as a young dude, we gonna get your story in, man.
Okay.
That's where we at.
Well, I grew up in Harlem, the East
Mhm.
Side, West Side. My grandmother came from Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
You know, so she was from down south. You know, that's
Mhm.
my mother's mother. You know, may she rest in peace.
Mhm.
She moved in the East River Projects in 1954, and then from 1954 to 1997, she was there.
Mhm.
First Avenue. You know, shout out to Killer First, old First Avenue.
Your grandma, she still here?
Nah, she passed away.
How long ago?
Yeah, I'll say this was 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I could tell y'all was kind of tight by the way you said that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that was.
when you go straight to the grandmother,
Yeah,
you know, the grandmother's is deep.
yeah, for sure.
Cause my grandmother going too, but she died young. But grandmother ran the whole family.
Yeah, for sure.
Your mom's was obsolete when grandma was
right,
around.
right.
Like one of those, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you know, my mother, she was an active mother. She was around. My mom's, you know, fly girl, Harlem.
Mhm.
You know, she grew up with Alpo, Randy Love. You know, that's where we from.
Right.
That era,
Yeah.
You know,
I got you.
Red Jack.
Mm-hmm.
We could go all.
Said Red Jack.
Yeah. I learned a lot from Mom Dukes.
Yeah.
A
Red
whole
Jack.
lot. Yeah,
A lot of people don't know about Red Jack, man.
Yeah.
Red
So
Jack
you
is.
got like kind of like a young mom then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when she said a name like Red Jack, though,
Oh, your mom
she
passed
know.
away too?
Yeah. She passed
Oh,
away.
damn. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Hold up, he just said something. I'm sorry to hear that, cause damn, your mom and grandma, damn,
Yeah.
your mom young. Your mom is younger than him.
Yeah. She was born 66. You know, she was in Perks. I used to
Damn,
watch her.
Perks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's my. That's I lived in Perks. I lived in there. Yeah, I lived in Perks, man.
Yo, you know, she was in Perks. So, you know, I'm Harlem for real. You know, grew up in the Mark 125. You know, Grand's Tombs with Mom Dukes. The parade. I'm like 5 years old marching with WBLS. So, you know, we Harlem for real, you know.
You said I might know his pops? You got a picture of your pops on your phone?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'll show you him.
Let me see.
My pops is Nate from Wagner.
Let me see a picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you when you.
All right, so
I'm gonna show you.
So you saying what I'm gathering is that you naming these places, use a little dude, obviously, but your family is relevant out here. Cause you ain't just going to those places that you naming. So they must have been doing all right out here in Harlem. Yeah. And I probably seen them before too. Because I ran into all those places you named.
Okay. So from East River, you know, we had moved to 104th and 2nd Avenue by Washington Projects. So I grew up over there. I went to school over there. Shout outs to Washington Projects on the east side. But to go back a little bit, my mother got her first apartment in 92. We moved to 119th Street in Lenox Avenue. Shout out to Death Row. That's the west side. So, you know, the west side taught me style. You know, I'll be honest with you. I got my swag from the west side.
Yeah.
No disrespect to my east siders, don't. You know, my east siders get busy too.
We west siders over here.
You know what I'm saying?
So you know
we west side.
We west siders. So you know
we got one east side nigga there though.
We
You
got
know
one
what
east side dude in here.
Yeah, that's it.
I learned a lot on Lenox Avenue on 119th Street, man. A whole lot. You know, and then I moved to Taft Projects when I turned 16. And that's a whole nother story.
Your Taft is, you know.
So you said your mom got her first apartment in 92. Y'all moved. You was by yourself or your mom had other kids?
Yeah, I was the only one,
Oh, you know your mom only kid?
Yeah, the only one,
Wow.
Yep.
So you spoiled, man.
Yeah.
You're the only kid, man, buying you everything.
Yeah, I was spoiled. But I deserved it though. I went through a lot with Mom Dukes.
Okay.
You know, she was diagnosed with lupus in 92. She was on dialysis for years. So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I was in dialysis with my mother. So a lot of times when the kids was in the park playing around, I'm going past the parks in the summertime as a shorty going to dialysis, you know, with Mom Duke. So
I know somebody who passed away with lupus, man. And you could, your son, they say you can live with lupus too, though.
Yeah, but it's actually living in
Correct.
Yeah,
And the person I know that
Would it
died.
attacks it quick?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah. But some people live with it though. It's according to what level you got. But I know a person who had it and it was tough on them and they just gave up. They gave up. They got weak, man. Like it was hitting them so hard that they gave up. And then when they start losing the weight, I was going to see them in the hospital. They don't want to eat. When you don't want to eat no more, it's bad.
So lupus is something where it come from. Where it come from?
It's cancer.
Yeah. So it's an autoimmune
Yeah,
disease.
autoimmune disease, yeah.
Yeah, like the brother said, it attacks different organs. But a lot of people on dialysis from it. Yeah, the lupus, man. Like Tony Braxton got it.
Yes.
Trick Daddy got it.
They living with it.
Yeah.
You gotta get.
But when it get to the point where you don't want to eat, that's when you get. You know what I'm saying? The person. And
she was on dialysis from 2000. I'll say 3, if I'm not mistaken, all the way to 2021.
that's rough on you, man.
Yeah,
that's rough on you because you love your mom, you care about your mom, and you gotta walk with her through that. That's called, like, I hate to say it like that, but like slow death.
Yeah.
Like you watching them die slowly, man.
Yeah.
You never giving up, and you never give up on hope, but you're like, damn, man.
But her situation, her lupus didn't start really fully kicking in until like she became way older. So I'll say like 5-6 years before she passed, nursing homes and amputations. I was cleaning her wounds and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, I went through a lot with Mom Dukes, man. But it was worth it though. I'll do it all over again.
Goddamn right, it's your mom's, man. Hell yeah.
She protected me from a lot. I was getting in a beef. I could talk about it a little bit, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's
It's a big
139.
one.
We
Come on,
done
man.
had a lot of legendary stories on here.
Yeah, man, you can talk about it, man, because you know what? It's all about the stories, man. It's your story.
For sure.
And I'm gonna let you go, right? There's been stories since the beginning of time, historically. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody got some type of story to tell. Everybody done been through something. But the things that you go through with your stories what makes you the man that you are today.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and talk about it.
Right. So, I was getting into a lot of problems growing up on that east side. Like I said, it's just it's so territorial in East Harlem. The projects. Like I was explaining to a brother, the way they describe Brownsville for Harlem, East Harlem would be our Brownsville, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
Right. So, it's just so territorial over there. So, like I said, back to Mom Dukes, I was getting into beefs, and my mom, she pulling up on dudes and squashing the beef, and I'm mad at her, going to certain projects and stuff. And at the time, this is when they still doing it now, the young boys, but this was a time when, like, my generation, we started the internet banging, the writing back and forth, the gangs, doing all that extra stuff. So one time I got into a problem with a dude. It was a serious problem, and I mean, this dude was my rival. I mean, bad. We older now, we men, he wrote me on Twitter like, yeah, man, that's why your mom came and spoke to me about the beef. And I knocked on my mother's door like, yo, what you doing? Like, but that's just who she was. She was a warrior, She was a teacher. She taught for years. She went to Julia Richmond, graduated in 84. Taught me a lot. Yeah.
So your mother ride or die for you, man.
Yeah, man. I don't think I'll ever find another woman like her ever again.
So she went to Richmond. So I know she went with all the guys on my block. Because you said she born 66. My whole block, the guys that's older than me, they all of them went to Richmond.
She went with Cowboy. That's like family. Cowboy Eric from the East
Side.
Cowboy
E.
Yeah, Rough Rider. Shout out to my uncle E.
Yeah,
she went with, Poe. They all was in there. X, Yeah, I graduated from there too.
That's why you asked me what high school I went to.
Yeah.
Nah, I went to high school. I was supposed to go to George Washington. with my man, which I ain't gonna say his name right now. You know, nigga, with the beat, he beat it out. He got all the flavor beat shit on right now.
Yeah.
But I had a problem with the ball buster niggas. You don't know what it is. They from 3333.
Spanish dudes.
Dominican dudes, you know? Yeah, them dudes. I had a radio and they tried to take my radio and shit. And my mom just got the radio for Christmas. So you know you got to take that test every year. What you call that? What's that test?
Assessment test.
SAT. Yeah, I come there, you know, you can come. Like 6 of them ran up on me and had a big ass knife, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a little fucking big ass knife.
What year
man.
was this?
Come on, man. It's been back, man.
Come on now, man. Come on,
it's
man.
It's like okay, this is like early 80s, man. Early 80s, man. You know what I mean? And I wasn't letting the box go, man. My box, you talking about, man. My mom just bought the joint, bro. Yeah. We had cassettes back then, man. We had a Disco King on the Theodore, Flash. This when the tape shit first started rocking. Yeah. All the DJs and shit. Anyway, Grams with it, Theodore, Flash, Curtis Blow. Anyway, that era, right?
Shout out to DJ K Slate, man. He from
Shout out to K Slate. Yeah, K Slate.
I'm bugging.
Yeah, K Slate
was on the show.
Yeah, K Slate.
I seen that.
Not K Slate family, but we was on Shea 45 on Street Radio, man. K Slate, man. Yeah, the Drama King is in the building.
That's different.
Yeah, we was on that.
Like
you see all that on YouTube. But anyway, to make a long story short, tried to take my radio, man. I wasn't going for it. So I finally let it go. But I'm mad as a motherfucker. I ain't going to school now, man. I went to go see the homies, the big homies, though. Yeah. So I always hung out with dudes older than me. And they played different. Mm-hmm. And I told them that. They said, where they at? I said, they at I'm out of school. Ran around there. And I can't tell the rest, right? But they found out I had something to do and they kicked me out.
Oh, man.
Kicked me out of school, so I went to Kennedy.
How was Kennedy?
Kennedy was the best thing that ever happened to me, man.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Well, I went to George Washington with all the rough ass niggas, you know. But they kicked me out of Kennedy. Kennedy was like a little college and shit. Wow. And they kicked me out of the hub and shit like that. But back to you. So you went to Junior Richmond. So you say everybody from your hood went there? So that's like a hood type of hangout joint?
All of them went there. Yeah, the guys that's a little older than me, they all went to Richmond. All my whole block went there. So I know they know your mother because like they went there with Alpo and all that. So
I still go to the reunions. They invite me.
Yeah, they always have reunions.
The reunion.
Yeah, they always have
on 68th Street.
Yeah,
second and first.
Yeah, they always have reunions. Yeah,
I pop out. I went to a school inside Richmond, but it was my first day of Richmond, man. Vanguard, you know, it was wild. It was like, you remember the movie Colors?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. When like you just see nothing but red and blue flags and beads. Mm-hmm. You know, dudes was, I wasn't used to seeing dudes smoking cigarettes. It was crazy up in there, you know. I was like, because I came from Our Lake Queen of Angels. That was a Catholic school on the east side. Mm-hmm. Jim Jones went there. A few people went there. That was in the middle of Jefferson Projects. Mm-hmm. But it was wild as hell, though. That Catholic school, man. They was bugging and thugging in there. But I got into a lot of nonsense in that school, too. You know, fights and violence followed me. I'm not sure why. You know, but it just always was around me a lot. You know, I seen a lot growing up, especially when the Bloods first started. 119th Street, you know, you couldn't wear red. You know, that's the era I remember. My mother was like, nah, don't wear that. We can't wear that. You know, so, yeah.
So did they try you? Did you have any problems with them?
With the Bloods on 119th? Nah. I was a kid when they first hit. When they first hit
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, and Tom, because you said when you went to school, it was crazy. Mm-hmm. So did you have any problems with them?
Nah, not so much with them, pretty much with everybody. You know.
So because you said violence followed you, what it was about you think that drew problems? People you hung with, or
I just was outspoken. I was against oppression. You know, I was anti-bullying. So I believe my problems came from defending other people. You know, if I saw something I ain't like, I was like, you know, I'll say something like, yo, man, stop playing with him like that. And the dude would be like, yo, who you? And who's you? And then we'll just start. And now my beef is his beef. And, you know, a lot of times it's just where you was from. You know, problems came from just where you was from. You know, if you was from a certain area, you just.
That's like seemed like a typical story in our neighborhoods, man. And not just our neighborhood, New York, man. As you can see in Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Where you from? Like, it was blocks against blocks, and
especially more so they era.
Yeah,
our era, we kind of got along.
We had love, though. We had love.
Like love. If it's a problem, it's a problem. It ain't had nothing to do
it wasn't
with
no any
where
problem.
You from. You just had a problem.
Right.
Like y'all era is definitely like that. Like I noticed that when I came home.
Y'all on go time.
And I saw like my nephews and I'm like, damn, this is different.
Over the smallest things, man. And it's still going on right now, like you said.
Heavy. You know, my culture played a big part of what's going on now with the youth. So I speak to the youth a lot, you know, and fortunately they listen to me.
Do you know why they listen to you?
Talk to me.
Because you talk like a young OG, which is a compliment, but you look young, nigga.
Yeah.
You look young, man.
Thank you, brother.
Maybe you know I mean, with the hat on, you look younger. But you take it off, might look a little bit, but you still got the young look.
Right.
But you got the experience voice.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying, though? Because I'm listening to you, right? And you sound like an older gentleman, right? Well spoken, man. I read people. I can feel energy. You know, you look people straight in the eyes, like your makeup is there, but you got the young boy face, and that's how you grab them. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brother.
But keep going. Yeah, you got that young boy face, man.
I think he said it perfect. Like that, I think that mix really helps you gravitate to them more so than maybe if one of us say something to them. So I think he said it perfect.
Yeah, no, you two brothers could do it too. You know.
Oh no, we do it, but I'm just saying. I just think
we're doing it.
But I just think, like you said, with you, it might be a little. They're more relatable. Like
right. You look young, man.
Young.
You know, you 34, right?
34.
You're 34, but you look like 20 something, like 22.
Yeah,
you look young, man. It's a good thing. You got good genetics.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So when they see you, then you come with that. Now you don't got him because you hooked him because you know.
I ain't gonna lie. You look about 24 years old.
They look real young, bro.
Appreciate y'all, brothers.
You look real young.
Like I said, you know, 119th Street, you know, it taught me a lot. Being in Washington Projects, but overall, I had a good childhood. You know, I had a great childhood.
I could tell you saying the way your mom's was.
Yeah, you know, we did the regular Harlem kid stuff, you know, playing with firecrackers, you know, infatuated with the dirt bike riders in Harlem. You know, that was our thing, you know, dirt bike riders and all types of stuff. Prank calling the Chinese restaurant, ordering food, nobody there, you know, sending it to the next door neighbor, slap boxing.
Elevator stuff.
Yeah.
Four corners.
Yeah, all that. All that. You know, we had some good times, you know, but then there was some dangerous times too. It was some rough times. You know, it was some rough times, you know. A lot of my peers are still going through the rough times, you know, suffering with PTSD. You know, we need therapy, you know, we need help, you know.
Talk about
we need God.
Yes.
You know, we need it badly.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, you know.
You need people that care too.
Yeah, for sure.
You need leadership.
Yeah.
You know, you need consistent leadership.
Yeah, for sure.
Like some people do it for an event. This need to be done around the clock.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Not because it's Thanksgiving or it's Christmas or it's your birthday or whatever. Juneteenth. You need it around the clock.
Exactly.
You know, because it's like really, really bad. It's like an epidemic.
Yep.
You know, and it's us hurting us, man.
Yeah.
And it don't make no sense. Like Doc was saying, we were y'all, but the difference between us, we stuck together more, and we loved each other a little more.
Right.
Like if we had something, because something really happened, and it could be something that really happened, but like how your mom's is going around,
Mhm.
like squashing it.
Mhm.
We squash shit with it. They're like, oh, what? Nah, y'all niggas
Yeah.
can't do that. Not y'all my niggas. Now we gotta figure this out. And niggas will listen, like come to their sense, like, you know what, man? All right, man, yo, this is it, man. And walk away. Niggas ain't doing that right now, man.
Yeah.
Walk away from what?
You can owe a nigga 20,000 and you ain't gonna get killed. For
Not at all.
Not for 20,000.
Nigga, wait for that because they know you about getting money,
Yeah,
or they gonna wait for that.
20,000.
Right.
Nigga owe you fucking $200 an hour and hit
Yeah.
you up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that nigga Ted, man, nigga owe me 15, man. They owe me that shit for like 2 weeks, man. I just called him the other day. He said gonna have it on Wednesday. All right, I'm like, they said, yo, V, come get your money. I got it.
Yeah.
We talking about numbers, man.
Yeah.
You know, but
So you said you
Yeah.
have a kid. Did your mom ever get a chance to meet your kid?
Yeah, that was her,
we got
a
kids.
girl.
How was
Yeah.
your kid? I didn't hear that.
She's 12 years old.
Oh, she's 12. Okay.
Yeah. Her name is Talia. Shout out to Talia. She watching right now.
Shout out to Talia.
Yeah,
Talia,
that's my girl. Yeah.
Shout out to
Oatmeal
Talia,
cookie,
man.
yeah.
12.
Princess Lee.
So
So
check
you
it
have
out.
one kid?
Yeah, just one.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So that's good.
one
Your mom
kid.
got to meet your
Yeah,
kid.
that was her. Oh man, that was her rock. Yeah, she loved
Does
her
your
life.
daughter remember your mom?
Absolutely.
Come on. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
that's big.
absolutely. Yeah.
So you said your grandma died 3 years ago, and your mom. So your mom died before your grandma.
Yes.
Damn. They
So-
said that's the worst feeling, like
Yeah.
losing your kid. No, but the mom, the mom lost her daughter. They said that's the worst feeling. You experienced it, so you could tell.
Let me tell you something, man.
Yeah.
That's
to
the
lose a
that's
kid,
the
man. To lose a kid.
it's not even the order with that shit, man. Losing period is something else, man. I couldn't even imagine something like that, man. Like your mom and your grandma gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, but they not gone. I tell people all the time. They right here with you.
Yeah.
You're angels, man.
Yeah.
So
You understand? 100%. That's why you, whatever you moving and all that, they covering you, man.
Yeah.
I noticed, man, because I study this, man. They covering you, man. Because they cheering you on. You know?
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, they raised you to be you and to do something with your life. So now you got to live for them. They right there with you, man. Trust me, man.
So,
thank
that's
you,
100%.
brother.
So-
thank
so-
you,
They with you.
brother.
They with you.
Thank you.
So the observation we have of you, good kid, right? I mean, I ain't say kid, but good guy. No, your mom, grandma, back to back. For you to stay like that, some people be like, man, what? Like you the only kid, ain't like you got your brothers, sisters lean on. Some people go, fool.
Mhm.
What makes you like say, okay? Cause you said you talk to the youth. You really, really level headed. I like the what you're doing. What we're gonna get into your platform,
Mhm.
but what makes you stay like, you know what? I'm here. Like at the mom and dad. Good thing you had a daughter, but some people don't,
So what kept me focused was Islam. Yeah, Islam. I took my Shahada in 2013. So this was, I'll say, a year after my daughter's birth. And that's what kept me focused, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, prayers, my community.
Talk about it, man.
Yeah, my community. It's many different things that kept me focused. Yeah, those are the things that kept me focused.
It's good
Big
stuff.
time.
That's big. That's why I always tell people, man, it's always good, like when people into church, believe in God, Islam, anything, because that does help when you're going through something. Because I always hear people, like my cousin, her, the son died, and the belief of God, like it helps them.
Yeah, it does. But everybody got their moments. We all human. I don't care what you call yourself, a Christian or a 5% Israelite, a Muslim. We're all humans. We got our weak points. There's times I almost crashed out. People like, yo, man, you Muslim, bro. What you doing? I'll chill. I'm like, oh, like, yeah, you're right. So
Yeah, I mean,
stay focused.
I mean, historically, like in all the books, because it's different walks of faith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
The different belief systems. But
For sure.
I've ventured off in several books. In some of the stories are different, but it's still around the same time.
Yeah, right.
It's like me, you, and Doc together, and he sees something and he tell his side.
Right.
You see it, you tell your side.
Right.
This is the way we saw it through our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you got these different religions and these different books and all that.
Yeah.
You know? But the simple fact that when you say we all crash, we human. You know?
Human first.
In life, there's good, there's bad, there's happy, there's sad.
For sure.
There's right, there's wrong. It's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we're keeping you grounded, and that's what Doc is asking you.
Yeah.
What's keeping you grounded
Yeah.
after all the turmoil you've been through?
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's the simple fact of you got God in your life.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you got your moms and your grandmoms as your angels. They're your guardian angels, you know, and you're here to make a difference.
Right.
Not saying that you ain't going every now and then think of some dumb shit, because you can't control your thoughts. But you can control what come out your mouth, but you can't control your thoughts.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And that's where you at.
Yep.
You know, and like I said, you got that young look, but you speak with a lot of knowledge, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
You really do, man.
Yep.
You know? And then you got a 12-year-old daughter. Another reason now. You got to live for her, man.
Yeah, that's a big reason.
Think about it.
Yep.
I always wanted daughters. I got sons.
Son, how many?
Oh, I got three sons and a grandson. I got 4 boys. But boys, you can slide to the side a little bit. A girl, you gotta be like this.
On it.
Always wanted a girl too.
And these girls are smart.
Yeah.
They're smart and they talk a lot.
Yeah.
Then when they start developing,
Yeah.
then you gotta worry about the boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
That love daughters give to their fathers, man. I always damn, I always wanted that.
Yeah,
like I have 4
too.
boys. I have no girls.
I wanted
boys.
Me and got the same situation.
And it's like I see it. Like I first noticed it when I was locked up, and I'd come and visit my son. He like this, and everybody, not just one of my homeboys. You look at the visit room. Everybody's daughter on their father lap from the beginning of the visit, 8-hour, 6-hour visits to the end. Son, like I want to go home doing this one, keep running around doing it. The daughter's on their daddy's lap, and the love they got, and I just see the guy's just a whole different guy. Yeah. Like he may be like this, but he's a whole different guy when it comes to daughter. Either way he speaks to him,
yeah,
it's like a difference. Like I'm kind of like rough, like we all kind of like that with the boys, because you know they're boys, but with the daughters, I always want to experience that. Like Vito said, he wanted a girl. I always wanted a girl.
Yeah, my daughter calmed me down.
Oh, that's not
big time.
Look at that.
She calmed me down.
Yeah, man.
You know,
if you get twisted up, who gonna take care of her?
Yeah, she was part
your
of
little
the
princess.
Oh, she's a hot daddy.
What's up, Lee?
Gigi.
Assalamu alaikum, Lee.
She's a hot daddy.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my girl.
Smart, man. Yes, that's a beautiful thing, man.
She's part of the reason I left the gang culture alone.
Oh, you was in the gang?
Yeah.
Oh, so you want to talk about? Let's get the story, because I didn't know that. I thought, you know.
Yeah, for years. So I first started gang banging at the time. I was 14 years old. Before that, you know, we had little crews and stuff. Not like how y'all had Zulu Nation and Black Spades and all that, you know.
You do smart, man.
You know, but
see how you talking? You even said perks. That's the day.
My mom, perks. She was at the Shadow, my mom. Perks.
Shadow.
Like she talking about Red Parrot, all type of stuff, man. Like, but you know, I sat up under her like, you know.
Yeah, that's okay.
So so you know, we had little crews when we was 12, 11 years old. And when I turned 14, it got a little bit more serious. And I became a part of a very well-known street gang, you know, and got into some trouble. You know, got arrested, back and forth, you know, nothing too serious. Like, you know, like I never went up north or anything like that, but I had my interactions with the law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, when I had my daughter, I had to stop everything. I put everything to a stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I dropped everything. As soon as I had her, you know, my decision was to leave it alone, and the people I was a part of at the time respected it.
Oh, they respected it.
They respected it. Like
sometimes they
Yeah.
That crab in the barrel.
Right.
Yeah. Like I didn't get the backlash. Like I didn't get the, like I didn't have to move.
They ain't call you no names and shit.
Nah.
So while your girl was pregnant, you told him then, or once your daughter was born?
I believe it was while she was pregnant.
You found out you was having the kid, period.
Yeah.
You didn't even know what it was.
No, I didn't even know. No, I was getting into incidents on my way to the sonogram appointment. I'm like, this is getting too much. I'm walking to the. I was like, damn, hold up. One day I'm walking down the street. I can talk about it, right?
Yeah. Come on.
So, I be trying to.
I can talk about anything.
Nah, you good. Yeah.
So they got me good too. I ain't gonna lie, man. They got me good. They watching, man. We was young, but shout outs to y'all because at that time that's just what it was. I'm walking, man. I'm listening to my tunes at the time. About to go check, to see what's going on in the tummy. Dudes rolled up on me, and they like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm like, "What's up?" We talking, cool. And at the time, I'm telling them, I'm like, yo, man, it is what it is. We beefing. I'm like, yo, I gotta go.
Yeah.
So one of them was like, yo, what's your number? Yo, man, let's try to, let's talk about it or whatever. I pulled out my phone, home, dropped, boom. I was like, oh man. I'm like, yeah, man. So after that, a few things happened after that because I ain't let nothing go.
Right.
That's just who I was at the time.
Right.
But to speed up the story, that was it, man. I'm like, nah. I didn't want my daughter to be the child to say, Daddy, I want to go here and I can't take her here because I have a problem.
Right.
That shit is just so uncomfortable, man. And that's a part of the story that those gang members is not talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And another problem, and this is with all due respect, but gang members, I feel gang members should ask other gang members for money and for things when things go wrong. I feel like if you were a civilian, you shouldn't ask me for anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like what's happening now with this culture now is everybody is gang, and they, whatever they're on. But you asking grandma, man, to come see you. You asking this one to come write you. You asking dudes podcasters and stuff to send you $10. It's like, yo, man, you a part of a nationwide gang, bro.
Yeah, they ain't doing nothing for you.
I ain't get jumped in with you.
I
don't throw up signs with you. I'm not at that meeting every Thursday with you, man. Go talk to them.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of stuff, man. Just this world is just.
It's something you said is very important. When you said it's very important, gang members should speak about this. I was watching. It's funny. It's a couple months ago. I was watching. Because I'll be watching the drill thing, Chicago thing. I'm very in tune with the Chicago thing.
Okay.
So the guy was saying he had a baby. He had to go an hour to Dave and Buster's. This Dave and Buster's. And praying that he don't bump into nobody. He said, yo, man, the exact same thing you said. He said, it's very uncomfortable. I can't even go certain places. Mm-hmm. He had to go a whole hour to go to Dave and Buster. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? He done skipped past and had to go so far to Dave and Buster. And then he said, and it's crazy because he like, I grew up in Chicago and certain places he never been into. Like for instance, us. We could sit there and say, we've been in Lincoln, we've been in Wagner, we've been in here, we've been in there, we've been in there. We know how it looks, been inside. Like you got some of these guys never, even on certain blocks. Certain guys never been walked through a block, never seen a block before, or certain projects, because they can't go there. That's crazy. Yeah. They can't go on 125th, because 125th is, wide open. They can't.
Yeah, man, my mother, man, may she rest in peace. I remember one day we was walking, and this hurt me. I might have been like 17 years old. We on the east side walking. We was going to my grandmother's house. And at the time, the problems I had at that time was just, it was like at the highest level. Like it was bad. It was real bad. And I'm walking with her. And she walking, I say, Mom, I can't go down that way. So she like, all right. We walking. She said something again to me. And I was all right. We walking. She said, I'm like, yeah, I can't go down that way. And she said, where can you go? She told me. I was like, oh, shoot. And I remember me getting mad. I was so mad. I said, you know what? Come on then. But I was trying to protect her more.
Right.
Because if she wasn't there, I would have walked and, but
Yeah.
it was more the safety of her.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was like, all right, come on, let's go. And she was like, no, I ain't walking that way if you got problems. And that was my first lesson that I always, I didn't get a chance to really, or I might have spoken to her about it. I don't recall, because we spoke about so many things, but that was like the first wake-up call for me. Like, damn, yo, like, what am I doing? Like, you can't go over here, you can't go there, But I took that 6 train every day though. To Julia Richmond. They wasn't taking that 6 line. A lot of dudes wasn't, that 6 line is surrounded by so many different projects. So I know dudes that was taking a 2 and a 3.
And walk.
Dang, that's always on Linux.
Dudes I know personally, man. That's walking around with their chest up now. No disrespecting nobody.
Yeah.
But they walked always Linux from the east side.
Yo.
So you lost your moms, you lost your grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you with a baby girl, another woman.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
about to be woman later on.
Yeah. So
now your walk is different.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
I love it. Where I'm at today, I love it. But it's still bittersweet because you ain't got Mom Dukes to enjoy with, man. Like a brother got married and all that.
But she's in them though.
Oh, you got married?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations, bro.
Thank you. Yeah.
She's in them.
Yeah, she
Watch,
is.
as she get older, you're gonna see a little flare-ups from your moms. This is what I'm thinking. And your grandmoms and her.
Man. Right.
Watch. I'm telling you, that was your blessing right there.
Right.
The present for all that's together. Man.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying about you being a young man and your growth and something mom definitely always want to see their sons get married.
I mean,
and you like, damn, she missed it. What year you got married?
This was 2022.
Oh, so you got married a year after she passed.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like I said, it's certain things we did, like everything we did together. When I had my lawsuits and I got my money or whatever, is your mom, what we doing?
That's dope.
It was like that. Yo, what we doing? Like,
oh, you got law? What happened? How you get a lawsuit?
I had got discriminated by the Department of Corrections. Yeah, I had got discriminated.
They beat you up or some shit?
Nah, I came in because on my off time, I love dressing in my garments. So I wear my thobes. That's what the Muslims wear. I wear thobes and kufis. And, a lot of times when I go in those environments, I like to show godliness. And, I guess the CO dude, man, he just was doing a lot. He was doing a whole lot. No, this was on Manhattan Detention Center.
Okay, when it was open.
Yeah.
Right.
Yup. And he wouldn't let me go in. Yup. He was like, nah, you got too much stuff on. I was like, what? I said, man, I'm laughing first. I'm like, man, I went up north to go see brothers and Rikers Island to go see brothers, He was dead serious. So the whole time he talking to me, me being from a certain world, I'm just looking at his tag, looking at his name. He's still running his mouth. I'm just looking at his name and tag. I said, all right, brother, have a good one. Called my lawyer and yeah. So yeah, like I said, it was about sharing things with her, We were sharing things,
So simple fact that you the only child and now your daughter only child, do you want more kids?
Yes. A whole lot. I want to flood the world with me.
Ain't no wrong with that.
With their family, man.
Ain't no wrong with that.
Their family.
Because you grew up by yourself, so I can imagine. Yeah. And your daughter already 12, so it's like, God damn. She have other siblings?
Yeah. She has a sister.
Oh, okay.
Named Gianna. Shout out to Gianna, little baby G.
Sometimes it's good to space them out though, because when they come too close together, it gets very expensive. You know what I mean? Like the babysitters.
I got you, man. I'm good. You're gonna look out for me, man. That $1 million check.
Yeah.
139, man.
100%, man. 100%. So you got a show?
Yeah, it's called Speak Your Fit.
Okay.
Yes.
What made you want to get into it, period?
I seen a few people on social media that was doing fit checks. And I was inspired by them. I was inspired, you know, young men like myself was going out into the world asking people to describe their outfits. They were all over the world. But the issue that I had was Harlem wasn't being highlighted.
Out of all the places.
Out of all. I mean, we got people by the ferry, all by the water, which is cool. Like, I'm all over, you know, I'm all over. So I'm not just in Harlem, but I do highlight Harlem. That makes any sense, because this is the mecca of fashion. This is where it started, from the Harlem Renaissance, from the 80s and until now. And I just feel like it's just, you know, it was forgotten about. So it was time to bring it back. It was time to, you know, show the people around the world, the people who's fighting with alligators and stuff, you know, on what we do and how we dress and how we get down, you know.
So your first day, when you said, okay, I'm gonna get a camera and I'm gonna do this, how was it? Walk us through that first day, and who was the first person, even if you don't know their name, if you probably forgot their name, how was your first time? Because it's like, we always think about the first interview is like, that shit is always like, that first is not like that first.
The first time I was at the Kingdom. That was my first time I was at the Kingdom. And my brother Dre, shout out to Dre from Forster Projects, Martin Luther King Projects on the West Side. This is a guy I went to school with for years. One of the flyest dudes from Harlem, probably in my generation still. Like, this dude was so fly and still fly. I remember we was going to school together, and I kept asking my mother for stuff. I'm like, Mom, I need a Pele. Mom, I need this. I need that. And she said, boy, that like Andre, mother. So she must have knew. He done got with this dude from the West Side now. I mean, yo, this dude was just nonstop fly, man. Every day he was coming in, you know, with just different sneakers, man. Just different jackets, Averex, Pels, Biggies. Just so he was my first person. So I did a like one of them little test tries on him. I said, yo, Dre, because Dre was always with me. Whatever I did, right, wrong, he was just always, all right, let's do it, you know? So I said, yo, Dre, I got a little platform I'm trying to do, man. I'm going to need you for it. He didn't even know what it was. He said, all right, bet. That's just how he is. He ain't know what it was about. I said, it's about clothes or whatever. He said, all right, bet. So one day I'm at the Kingdom, and I saw him in the crowd. So I said, oh, shoot, look at my man Dre, perfect. But the Kingdom, you know, the Kingdom gets so packed, man. Shout out to the Kingdom.
They get loud too.
Yeah, you know, y'all know about the Kingdom.
Yes,
you know, y'all know what's going on.
Of course.
It was so packed one day, and I couldn't find him. Like, I just lost him. So I'm like, damn, yo, I gotta find Dre because I gotta get this platform going. So me being consistent and determined, I seen Dre mother ran over to her. I said, yo, where's Dre at? She was like, yo, Dre was just here about us. So she was like, call him. I called him. His phone died. So me being me, I'm gonna sit on it. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying there. He finally came out the building. So I said, yo, Dre, man, I wanna do this video with you real quick, you know. I just want to say, you know, I'm gonna say, welcome to Speak Your Fit. What's your name and where you from? And he was like, I bet. So I'm gonna say, yo, speak your fit to me. Describe your fit. So he described it, and I asked him, I think, like 3 questions. What will older Dre tell younger Dre? And I forgot what was the other 2 questions I asked him. And then he was my first video. So I usually get a lot of DMs, a lot of requests. People were seeing it. I collab with them, and then from there on, I just tore Harlem up. You know, once you see Speak Your Fit, you put it on. Whatever party, people's throwing me on the flyers. You just know to tighten up. Like, yo, Speak Your Fit, but nobody knew how I looked. I never showed myself.
Right. You just put the camera on them.
Yeah, right. He never showed himself. Yeah,
never showed myself. I showed myself on my birthday because it was a 6-month anniversary, and I showed myself for the first time, and people went crazy. They were like, "Oh wait!" I was like a ghost. You know, if you knew, you knew.
So you go up to the joint and you say, "Speak." Now you catch a random person. And what I like what you do, you don't always like go with a super fashion. It's like I see like a regular plain outfit, and you just went to like an outfit is outfit. And I'm like, I see the versatility. That's why I gravitate what you did, because that's something like we did. We always said we ain't want to just go after the big names.
Right,
We
exactly.
want to get the people, and then the sneaky stories, the
Yep.
sneaky what we see what people doing. Like, okay, wow, we watch what you're doing. Bam, like, you know, a lot of people ain't gonna like. We're interviewing the guy for this, cause that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We do the shit that people ain't gonna do.
Yeah.
So I saw like some outfits is just like regular joint,
It's
like
regular,
something like this,
Yeah.
a regular lumberjack
Yeah.
shirt and regular basic joint,
Yeah.
but speak it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got this, that. He got the Coogee, you know, whatever. And
Yeah.
I said, then that's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart because now you get everybody involved.
Yeah.
And now it's a random thing. Now somebody like you said, they see you, ain't like, oh man, damn, I don't have to have my mink or this on. He may pull up on me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and I don't tolerate none of that op talk. This is speak your fit. This ain't speak your enemy. This ain't speak your op. I don't want to see none of that. If you go through my platform, you know, because brothers, we gotta stop now. You know, it's too many platforms out here now that's just encouraging evil.
Mhm.
You know, so it's, you know, I don't. It's just speak your fit. Describe what you have, and I want people to look at this 30 years from now and show their grandkids, like, yo, look at me, man. You know, it reminds me of my mom was on this show too back in the days. Video Music Box.
yeah, Ralph McDaniel.
You know, I got an old cassette tape still in my house. My mom was, what club she was in? You know, my mom was outside.
Yeah.
I don't even know what club, man. It might have been one of the clubs I named.
Yeah.
But she shouted me out. You know, I remember it was like 92. And Uncle Ralph was interviewing her. Yeah, man. Wow. We was outside, man. Yeah. Like when you mentioned the Mark 125, I was like, wow. Yeah. You know, everybody from Harlem. But
yeah, I was out 7 days back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like that though. It was so many different places that was rocking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and at the time, there's a lot of money in Harlem. Like everybody was getting money. So wasn't no real hating. There was a lot of congratulating. You know what I'm saying? Happy to see you.
Right.
And we just eating and drinking and getting fly.
Yeah, hello.
And going to places. You know, sometimes you get mad, you missed it. Damn, I ain't go. Shit, OV should have came here last night. You missed that shit. You don't want to miss it. DJs start getting popularity. Red Alert. You know, what's the name from Rooftop? Brucey B. All the names is flowing. That's when the DJ market took off too. Because the DJ one time was obsolete. Yeah, DJ started getting notoriety. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was cool to be a DJ. DJ's making money now. So everything blew around. You said 92? A lot of stuff blew. BBS rims, but they can't afford it, but they got real popular because they made them affordable, rather. In the 80s, it wasn't, you had to really be getting money to get them.
Right.
90s, they brought it down a little bit. So a lot of things changed, man. And you remember that. I'm just amazed that you remember that, man.
No, but see, you know what he did? See, like he said, when his mom talked to him, he sat there and listened.
That's what I'm
saying.
Like
how you see how we talk to our kids and we don't know if they listen like that. But he listened. Like with me, it wasn't me listening to my mom, but what I did was the music. That's why I love all the old music. Because when I'm in a house, I sat there and listened to that shit. All that shit in the 70s, and I know all that shit.
And you really had no choice because there was only one TV and one motherfucker. Ain't like you had options and shit. Motherfucker only had one choice. What are you talking about? You either listen to it or don't listen to it. But that's all you're gonna hear. You know?
Yeah, it was yeah, I grew up pretty fast too, though. You know, like my uncles, man, for Christmas, I was getting Izzy Miyake and Gray Flannel and stuff for. I was like 12 years old.
You're the only kid. I told you, spoiled. Remember, I said that when you first came on Joe.
My uncles, man, they were around, man. They were definitely around.
You still around now?
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to them.
Good.
You know, my aunts are still around, cousins. You know.
Good.
But yeah, you know, it's trials and tribulations and everything, even with Speak Your Fit, you know, there's the trials and tribulations and everything, you know. But I have so much fun doing Speak Your Fit. it's exciting. It's like I get a rush.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the same rush I got when I joined that gang. You know, when I became a gang member, I felt invisible. I was, you know, I just felt like nothing could happen to me. You know, so it's like a rush that I get. It's, you know, people are still shy to this day, you know, to get next to me. There's people I ask like, "Yo, when you get on the platform," you know, but a lot of people are cheering me on though, man.
So how you do it? You do it every day or once a week? Like you like prepare for it? Like you tell somebody, yo, I'm coming here, or you just pull up in the car and you
Randomly.
just randomly jump out on people? How you do it?
Both. I'll say 90% of my page is random. Like when I caught DJ Clue and all them, that was random. You know, most of them are just random people, you know.
So you got a camera or you got a camera or you cell phone?
I do it on my iPhone. Yeah, I do it on my own phone. Some people I schedule depending on how far, because there's some people I may not ever bump into.
So you ever ran up on somebody to my Speak Your Fit and you hold it, what's the name on them, and they get turned off?
Nah, I always ask first.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you say?
I can't give everybody my source.
No, don't say it then.
You know, we got people.
No. Don't say it. No, leave it alone. You know so that's what you do.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So I mean, but it's about being social, and that comes from being from Harlem. You know, most Harlem natives, we're social people. We're social. You know,
100%.
You know,
but you know what's good about you though? To me, you learn a lot from your moms and your uncles and the people she might have brought around you. Like, cause you're smart, you well spoken, you sound like an older dude, you got a young look, and you remember. Your memory is crazy.
Thank God.
Like you saying things to me like I grew up under, and you 34, man. You understand what I'm saying?
So you was in Perks.
Of course, I ran that shit, man.
All right, man.
It wasn't that type of place. I lived in the joint. It was an after work place we went to.
Yeah.
On the regular.
Right.
Like, meet you at Perks.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
can see him in Perks. So I don't know why, man.
You probably did.
My mom was
but
there.
Mr. Perk,
like,
Mr. Perk, and then Mr. Perk that owned Perks.
Yes, sir.
Was like a friend of mine. He's a friend of mine.
Okay.
I know Mr. Perk.
He still living?
Nah, he think he passed. No, I can't even say that. Let me stop.
Right.
I got two stories, so I'm not gonna say. One say that he got old, and you know, and other one said that he live upstate, but he's an older guy. So I don't know which one is true. But I was trying to find out. But Mr. Perk was a older black gentleman, tall. You know, he slender build. He looked like I ain't gonna say he looked like, but if you ever thought of what's his name, Guy Fisher.
Okay.
Yeah, like a nice little hair.
Yeah.
Right,
slender, same like a type of complexion. Perk was fly. He always kept 45.
Word.
Perk got that 45. Like, hey, young fella. Hey, young fella.
Right.
When you feel him, you feel that. Perk got that
so
thing. You feel that metal on him. You know what I mean? But he was licensed to carry though. But Perk came up in the era of the Nicky Bonds and the Bumpy Johnsons and da. He wasn't never no hustler dude, but he grew up around them. You know how you grew up around certain dudes and certain dudes don't go the way you went?
Right.
So he didn't go the way they went. He went to school, did everything, and he hustled a little bit, but then he wound up being an entrepreneur. And, you know, dudes, some of them, you know, furnished his thing. You know what I'm saying? The place to go. But he was tied to a lot of things. But at the end of the day, one thing about Perks, you can go there after work and all that. But when you go on Fridays and Saturdays, you had to put some clothes on. Yeah. So when you come there, I don't care who he is. Only ones could come in there like Russell Simmons or Cool DJ Red Alert, something like that with their little, because they never dress up type of niggas. Mm-hmm. They come as they please, but you got to go home and put something on.
The thing about Perks,
I used to beg like Perks.
It's like right there, like in the cut. And
but what I'm saying, Doc, he not letting you in the joint.
Yeah.
It was small.
You got to go and put something
on.
It's small.
Yeah.
Now, we got it downstairs too. It's 2 levels. Look, it's small up top. but it goes down, then it goes down.
Was the bathroom downstairs?
Bathroom was downstairs.
I went there when I was a little boy with my mom, man. One day,
Memory,
I'm so serious. She went in there one day to go meet somebody, man. Word.
You got a good memory, man.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You know what I wish I would have had though, y'all?
What's that?
A Willie burger.
Oh, Willie. Oh man, them things so good.
No, I mean,
man.
Y'all was growing up.
Yo,
88
over,
Willie burgers.
Yo,
it's over.
I used to eat them joints so much and so fast.
That don't
It's
matter.
not the same.
I don't think that's 88
don't matter. It's over,
man.
man.
It's different.
That's like having another Sherman's, man. It's over.
Oh,
man.
them Sherman's spaghetti.
Yeah. Nah, it's over, man.
And they
you can't remake
cornbread?
that shit, man.
Or a new steak and take.
Right.
Oh, mistake.
Certain things is
Yeah,
like
it's over,
that
man.
spirit, man.
You like to put that name on it, but like you said,
That Willie
spirit,
burger's
that
something
love,
different.
It's not there.
Yeah, I used to
Other
get thinking,
people ain't hitting them.
I used to be like this, cuffing. Then just get a little foil. I'd be like,
So is it true? And I'm not trying to interview y'all or whatever. But
Nah,
is it
do
true?
you think?
Is it true that half and half started in Willie burgers?
Haven't had what?
The drink.
Oh, the drink
iced
was
tea and
good.
the lemonade.
I don't know
But
where
did
it
that
started,
start
but
in
that
Harlem?
shit,
I don't
I
know,
love
but
half and half.
he only made. He never
Yeah,
sold.
that half and half was
But he
crazy.
never sold
That half
regular.
half was crazy.
Everything he sold for drinking, he made. It was made with ice.
Oh,
That
I
half
bet.
and half.
He kept all the money in his pocket. He ain't selling coke. He ain't doing all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, he ain't he not doing all that.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, y'all generation was it was dope.
You
man.
got a good see.
what
You
I'm
know it's gonna
saying?
carry
It
you a
was
long
dope,
way.
bro. Word.
Yeah, you know it's gonna carry you a long way. Your memory. I'm gonna tell you why. Cause you remember some good ass shit that happened with us in good ass times. So you combine it with today and make it formulate something with it. You're beach now, but you're gonna get real big. Because the way these dudes now think from your era and a little younger than you, shit's twisted up, my nigga.
They shot out.
Shot out. You understand what I'm saying, though?
Trust me,
They ain't
I
got
know,
none of that good essence, man.
Word.
You got the good essence. So you know, like, I did my gang thing. I'm out of it. My daughter, boom. You know what I'm saying? Got my girl. You know, my moms and them. And I wanna live right. I want them to be proud of me. I know they watching over me. And then you just and then you tried something, speak your fit, and the shit working.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So your knowledge of back in the days is really what's gonna carry you through, man, because you seen some things at a young age that you know that we can be better.
And what year you started speaking fit?
I started last year.
Last
So it's been 7 months? And
Oh,
it
wow.
just took off.
But
Viral, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to
that's
my
me.
audience too, man.
what
Word.
made you want to say, let me do something, speak your fit? Why?
Like I said, I was inspired. I seen certain people do it, but it wasn't for us.
You
You know,
did say that.
yeah, it wasn't for us. To be real with you, and I mean, I'm gonna just keep it 100%. We can't go no less than that. We only going up. The celebrities get it from us.
Yes,
They get it from Vito. They get it from me. They get it from Doc. They get it from my brother over here. You know, they get it from us. They just have the resources to publicize it.
Too smart. Let me tell you
They
something.
get it from us. The trenches. They get it from Harlem.
They've been getting it from us.
Yeah,
Man.
definitely.
Let me tell you something. P. Diddy.
Talk about it.
These guys that I know got it from dudes I was with. P. Diddy, Heavy D, Ed Lover, Biggie. Not so much Tupac. Tupac, he stayed his own way. And one more person. I know it's more, but one more person on the top, man. Anthony Mason.
Basketball.
That was my man. That was like, he was kind of like, I used to call him like my son, but he was a big ass dude because Anthony Mason was a corny ass nigga, right? He was corny. Hear me out. Nah, he's mad corny, man.
You know, too much,
Listen,
yo.
the nigga's corny, man. corny, man. God bless his dad. I love this dude. He's a corny dude, right? But he had money.
Yeah.
And the bros like him because he was Anthony Mason.
Yeah.
Champagne drinking. He don't drink number champagne, right? So I got this crazy ass cross on, and nigga got some little shit like this, right?
Yeah.
We got the Armani suits on. He got look. I'm like, yo, man. I'm like, yo, you got way more money than us. We got money, but God, you wearing some bullshit, man. Because he like to snap too. So I should take the nigga to the store, Shabanatos and other shit, to get some fly as shit.
Yeah.
And he got to start getting wind of it. His cars, we got joints, but he riding bullshit. Fucking, yo, where you riding that shit? You Mason. So I take a nigga to go get cars. Now he got money, so he get anything he want.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying, though? That's when the Benzie boxes came out, Doc. You know, we putting the Benzie boxes and all kind of shit in
What's
there.
that?
Like they had a radio you pop in and pop out back in the days. Remember that, Keith? Radio, yeah. Right. Tell you know the Benzie boxes and all that. That's what we had to do. You get the factory radio from the dealer, but we put the joint in where you can rock and roll, whatever case may be. All goosenecks and all that, light up and all that type of shit, right? To make a long story short, just like what you're saying, they get it from us. P. Diddy told me one day he would never buy a shirt because we wore Versace. I would never spend $600-700 on no shirt and $1,000 on no belt and wear no shoe, no $1,500 shoe. I go away, I'm on the island, I'm looking at videos and all that shit, and I see him and Mace in the joint with the Versace shirts on hanging with gaiters on.
You see that?
With the glasses on, with the Versace shit on the side. It's the same nigga told me wouldn't do that. So these guys do watch our style, man.
Fact.
Back to what you're saying though. Yeah. So back to your interview, what you're doing right now is facts. But I'm only brought that story because you was a young dude and you remember this shit. Man. Yeah. Bro, he got some good ethics with you, man.
That means he was listening to his mom. When she was talking, they had that type of relationship where he's focused and paying attention. Some kids don't pay attention. I talk to my kid all the time. I don't think they pay attention like that. I don't think they're paying attention like that. But see, you like stories?
Yes.
See, that's my thing. See, like my pops and them, like I hear like old back in the day stories. I love stories. Me too, bro. That's why I like doing like the interviews. I like hearing stories. There's nothing like stories, man. Yeah, I like hearing when I was like the old mafia stories. They tell you the old stories back in the days before your time, and then even somebody from another state, they stories that they culture, whatever. Yeah,
but stories are good. Like he's saying, because you get to learn a person more than me.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like you see what I'm doing now, but you don't know what I had to do to get here. You know, you know me, but you don't know me. Ever have somebody tell you, you ever told somebody you know me, but you don't really know me? You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
So them stories are very important.
And that's why in interviews we always start from the beginning to now because it's very important. Now somebody feel like they know you. Now people invest in you more. Let's say if you selling clothes, and now they like you. An interview is big on people because now let's say a basketball player, you just see him playing basketball. Now he's sitting down, or a rapper. Like, damn, bro, it's cool. I thought he's a clown because he talk all this gun shit, but he conduct himself well in the interview.
A dude just came on that show maybe like a month or two ago. Said that about me. He's like, when he see me on the show, I'm always the one that's like energetic, hyper. But I'm not hyper, but that's just me. You know what I mean? And Doc is always the cool, collective one. He a little more laid back. But that's how me and him compliment each other. He said, damn, Viva, now that I'm on the show, I see you're more laid back.
Oh, homeboy
didn't he say that?
Yeah, he said that. He said, I think I was gonna like you. He said, I think I was gonna like you. Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, he told me straight up, I think I was gonna like you. We had to meet with, right?
You know the first time I met you?
Nah, where you was at?
See, my memory. See, I'm about to get you. We was on 116. Remember the first time I met you?
With Kwanzaa?
No. You remember the first time I met you?
I'm trying to think. Go ahead.
So we was on 116. I was in a car. I believe I was with my daughter. When you was in the car, you was right by Popeyes, across the street from the African market. And I shouted you out.
Popeyes, yeah.
Remember, I shouted you out. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, B139.
Yeah,
You was like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah,
what up,
yeah,
man?
yeah,
I said,
yeah.
yo, I'm speaking fit. I had
Oh,
told you,
shit,
you was in
yeah,
the car.
yeah.
First
Yeah.
time me and you got next to each other.
Yeah,
It was Harlem
yeah.
week.
Harlem week.
You was
Yeah, I
by
remember
Harlem
that.
Hospital, the stage. Remember
Oh
they
yeah,
had
the
by,
stage, yeah.
Lennox Terrace.
Yeah.
And
Oh
that's
yeah,
the first
yeah,
time
yeah,
me and you
yeah,
was like, I was like,
yeah.
what up, man?
Man, you just got
What's
back to
good?
stage.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw him.
But you moved around because that's the stage.
He told me because one thing we do, we
A
tell
lot
each
of
other.
people, yeah.
We're
A
like,
lot of people
yo,
come show us
somebody,
love.
when
Yeah.
somebody
That's
call
what's
us out,
Yeah.
yo, dude, we always do that because we get it all the
Keith
time.
was with us that day too.
We get all the time. But
It's me, you, and Keith that day.
You
That's the
know
day.
he right,
What's name
because
performed?
that Popeyes on 16th Street, that's my spot.
Yeah, see?
Because I go to the barber shop right there. I go get my hair cut, my barber down the block, 116 between Lexington and Park.
Oh,
It's Lennox. It's Fifth. Lennox and Fifth.
Who? My
Popeyes.
barber, I said. My barber is between Lexington and Park, man. Poppy.
I know
I know where my barber's
right?
at. Then I go up the block and I stop at Popeyes to get me a little 1-2-1-2.
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yo, and I remember you saying to me, and that was, but you know, God does everything the way He wants it to be done.
Mhm.
I remember you saying to me, "Yo, hit me,"
Right.
and I think I was going to either karate.
I gave him a card?
Nah, using a car, and I was
okay.
in a lift, and
Right.
the car just went. I think I was taking me and my daughter. You know, we train. You know, we train, man. Shout out to Karate Reg too, man. Us.
Karate Reg.
Karate Reg is on the show.
Yeah, he come on. That's Karate Reg. Yeah.
Yo, that dude is an animal.
Yeah.
I train with Reg. Reg is a.
Yeah.
When he get in that dojo.
Shout out to Karate Reg, man.
Karate Reg.
Us.
You ever seen him play with them knives?
I ain't see that, but I know one thing: if you ain't really,
You in trouble.
what he on?
Yeah. You different. Yeah.
Him, Sensei Carl.
Nah, he's strong, man.
Yeah,
he don't look it, but
strong,
when he grab you and all that,
Yeah.
and he do his shit, it's a situation.
He was up.
He
there
play
being
hard
humble.
too. Like when he play with you,
He play hard.
yeah.
Rough.
I think he had you one time,
Yeah,
right?
I'm like,
When he be demonstrating, he
Yeah.
fucking you up.
Yeah, he was up here being humble, but I know the real Karate Reg.
Yeah.
You know, I know.
Now he been on that show, and he cried, man.
Yeah.
When he was on the show, he cried because he started telling stories, and he got emotional like 2-3 times. We had like, it's all right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then our kids, we got a mentorship program at Drew Hamilton. He had them come show our little kids a little self-defense and all that for kids and bullies and all that in school.
Yeah, Sensei Carl T. Smith is another one I trained under. Shout out to him. Us, Shotokan Karate. You know, those brothers, man. And when they say age don't mean nothing.
Nah.
These dudes are like senior citizens. Yo, man. And
they
I
vicious
mean,
though, huh?
in my generation, a lot of times we see, you know, older brothers, and we be like, you know, I know how we think.
No,
I know how we think.
Right.
All right. But I'm telling you, man. Yo,
That man's
Reg,
gonna hurt something.
Gerard Harris is another serious karate instructor. Dave Thomas. These are older men, like,
Yeah, 60s.
and these dudes is dangerous. Shout outs to them. Us. Dangerous.
Yeah, they know they shit though, man. Hey, yo, but what's your links, man? People want to get at you, man.
You can follow me on Speak Your Fit on Instagram. Speak
tell
Your
them about
Fit.
the Speak Your Fit, man.
TikTok.
They got they fit up. What's up?
Yeah, tell
DM you and all that, man. Tell them, man.
Yeah. Make sure you have it on though.
Yeah, man. You gotta
Make
have.
sure-
Tell them what the criteria. Tell them what they
Yeah,
gotta do.
you got to you got to at least have at least one piece that's gonna move my audience.
There you go.
You know, like I'm not expecting you to be all a marry,
Yeah,
but I have something that means something, you know, to my audience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my audience is from Harlem.
Yeah.
Majority of my audience is from Harlem. So
Yeah.
the comments, if you don't
Yeah.
have tough skin,
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I done got in this stuff, man.
Yeah,
As I
yeah.
said, trials and tribulation. I had dudes all mad and all
Well,
type
somebody
of stuff,
comment
man.
ain't on you.
Yeah. Yo, can you delete those comments? What? Like, nah, you know, but yeah, have it on, man, you know. And none of that op talk. You know?
None of that op talk. We don't do ops here.
Yeah, none of that op
We
talk,
not
man.
ops, man. There's no ops over here. We all,
Yeah,
it's
but
all
we
love.
got.
We
You
all
gotta be ready when we do the whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm just, you know, we just here to to promote greatness. Shout out to Fair Greatness to my man CJ, the showroom on Lexington Avenue. This is him right here, black owned.
Mhm.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
It's
Tell them what you got for the younger youth, your age now. What you want, the message you want to get across.
Right. To be successful, you know, honor your mother, honor your father. Shout out to my pops too. Big Nate Wagner, Morris Ave. Shout outs to him.
Mhm.
One of the biggest musicians that you'll probably ever know. You know, shout out to my pops, Nate Lucas.
Shout out to your pops.
Yeah.
Shout out to your daughter one more time.
Yeah,
Shout
shout out
out.
to my daughter Talia. You know, shout out to my wife Bahia. Shout out to the whole Harlem. You know, shout out to my students in my school. I work at a school. So shout out to the Martin Luther King High School. I work there.
That's what's up.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. You know, yeah, for sure.
Yes, good. You tell them what's the number one show in Harlem, man, before you go, man.
Yeah, the B139.
the B139. Y'all know what
Hello.
it is.
100%.
Hello.
The Beat
100%.
139. Harlem's #1 podcast. Featuring Doc, Don Vito, and Keith Cash.
139.